is rolling there. Tape is rolling here. 30 seconds. Hi everyone, welcome to Rock Bottom with Dan and Rhoda. I'm Dan.
And I'm Rhoda.
All right, on the last episode we talked about the White House Correspondents' Dinner and everything that transpired with that. And so the day after that event, actually it was the night of, because the president, and I say that...
And yes, that gives you a chill.
Went back to the White House, went into the press room, and then he started making a pitch for his ballroom. The gaudy little thing. Let's see. I think there's that picture right there of the gaudy gold ballroom that he coerced people in the private sector to give him money, and I'm guessing he strong-armed these people to give him money for this thing that started out to be $300 million. It is now up to $400 million, and the price tag just keeps on going. And we'll get into the construction aspect of this whole cluster in a few minutes. But anyway, so the night of the Correspondents' Dinner, he went back to the White House and he made a pitch. This is why this is why we need this ballroom to keep me safe. So next year we can have this event right there. And again, let me remind everyone, this Correspondents' Dinner has never been, never will be, a White House thing. This is for the White House correspondents.
Right.
He is just an invitee, if you will.
And this is the first time in his, 5 years of being in office, 4 before and 1 this time, that he's ever accepted an invitation to it.
He's only got 2 more that he's going to go to.
Right, at least.
Whether he likes it or not.
Yeah.
You're only going to 2 more. You're only going to get invited to 2 more. You're done after this, okay? You're done. You can only serve 2 terms. I don't care.
Right.
Anyways, this has never been, So he can argue all he wants to, as far as, if he wants to have his own balls, if he wants to have his own galas over there, if he wants to have his own little masquerade party, whatever the hell he wants to do, that's fine. But he can't tell these people what to do. Now, all of a sudden, the next day, here comes Lindsay. Can I possibly kiss your butt more, Donald? Graham.
Yeah.
Saying, yes, we, the taxpayers need to fund this.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
This is the project.
Because we need this.
Absolutely,
because,
we need
it
this because we need to keep him safe.
Yeah. Never had to keep anybody else safe, but we'll have to keep him safe. And the thing is, this is going to be huge compared to the other spaces they had in the White House. And it's going to be like twice as big as the remaining White House once they tore off the East Wing. But it only holds 999 people. Now,
less than half of the people that were there
at the Hilton. So it couldn't have been used. So that means that they'd have to trim it, which means since it's the White House, they get to decide who gets trimmed and who doesn't.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and it's just going to be Fox News and then whoever else they can cram in. But
Fox News and the other
Newsmax, I would say, and
all the other right-wing.
What is the Russian one
Kissers?
that they had? The Russian news organization. That one would probably be invited.
Sure. It's never been his party.
Yeah,
okay?
it never has.
It's never been his dance.
No.
It has never been his thing. If you don't want to go, don't go.
Right.
You haven't been to 5 other ones.
Right. It's no big deal.
And the only other one before that he went to, he left crying because Obama made fun of him.
Right. Well, we're assuming that, but yeah.
We're assuming what?
Yeah, that he was left crying. We probably shouldn't say that he did.
Because he's a crybaby.
Yeah. Yes. So anyway, there is a court case that's out there. The Department of Justice wants them to drop that because we need to have this. Need to have this now. The judge said that they could go ahead with what was underneath the ballroom, the bunker, and that type of stuff, which I still don't understand how they think that this ballroom with all these windows are going to be so great. But
apparently, the windows in this new facility are very thick, probably bulletproof.
Right.
But he would argue that they would never get on the premises.
Oh, okay.
So they would never get on the premises.
They could do the same thing with the hotel, except instead of keeping the hotel open for the whole thing, close it down. Sure. Yeah, and then
which gets pricey though. Okay,
yeah.
Which gets pricey because then they would have to. Then they not only are holding this big thing in their ballroom, but then they would have to buy out all the rooms, or they say, all right, you guys are going to have to use a different entrance, okay? Yeah. And you can't come down to the lobby during this time.
Right.
Okay, so they could do that.
Yeah.
If they closed off the access, and have somebody guard all the stairwells upstairs on every floor. Right. Have them guard, and have somebody at the elevator. And my guess is the stairs and the elevators are probably close by. So I mean, it can certainly be done.
Yes, it can. But even though it starts with White House, it isn't the White House.
Right.
Dinner.
It's not their deal.
It's not their dinner. It's White House correspondents' dinner.
Right.
So they get to decide what goes on and what doesn't.
Sure.
And maybe they would love to do that. But if they do that, they're going to lose all credibility with people like me. Because, you're letting them take over the whole thing. You're already letting them take over too much.
Oh, I think so.
Yeah. So,
I think so.
So do not let that.
I think the last good run-in that I've ever saw at a press conference that he held, it was between him and Jim Acosta. Because Jim Acosta didn't back down either.
No.
He didn't back down. Now, CNN did. They backed down because they wanted to put him on at 2 o'clock in the morning or some stupid time slot because just to appease the president when he became president again. So, right after the election, CNN said, all right, we're going to shuffle some things around. And Jim, even though you have high ratings, we're going to put you on at, how's 2 o'clock in the morning sound?
Yeah.
And that's just to appease one man.
Yeah.
And that's Donald Trump.
Same thing with Stephen Colbert. Let's get rid of him because I don't think he's funny and he's mean to me. But it's because you don't make enough money. You make more money than anybody else at this time, but you don't make enough money. So we're going to sell this time to somebody else, a businessman, and let him.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That was another case of Trump getting in where he does not belong.
No.
He does not belong. No. It was always in this country. We let the networks deal with their own programming,
right?
But not him. He's got to have his grimy little fingers in everything.
Yep.
All right. So right after this correspondence dinner, he went on and he wanted to make a pitch for his ballroom, and Lindsay said, we absolutely need it.
Yes, and don't worry, you don't have to get private. We'll authorize. We'll pay for that. So they're going to use our taxpayers' money to do something for him that he does not need.
No, because he doesn't have to go. He hasn't gone to 5 of these.
Yes. Yeah.
He hasn't gone to 5. He has been. They have had 6. All right.
And the White House has worked perfectly well for, 250 years? Well, no, because they didn't have the White House right at first. But for however old as the White House is, it's worked perfectly well for every other president.
Why does it have to be so damn gaudy?
I don't know.
Why does it? I mean, know. My God. It looks like,
I don't know.
You got a picture of it, and it looks like somebody puked all over it.
Well.
It's like gaudy.
Yeah. Well, and apparently at first, I don't know if they've corrected it or not, but they had stairways going nowhere. They had pillars blocking windows.
That's shocking.
Yes, yeah, I know. Well, and the construction company that's doing it, the Clark Construction Company.
Oh, yeah, this is a great one.
Yeah, they also, out of the goodness of his heart, and since they're doing such a good job on, they're going to do such a good job on the thing. They're also
on the
ballroom.
Well, that's because they're ahead of schedule.
Yeah.
That's what he said. Of course, they
haven't done anything
right now. They're just a hole.
They tore everything down. They did that really well. Even without being, they said at first they were just they could build on to the east wing.
Yeah. That's
but
what
they
we
just,
like to call in the business a flippin' lie. Okay?
Yeah.
That's what we like to call
that. Yeah. Instead of doing that, they tore it completely down.
Right.
Without, just one day, everybody else was like,
I just found out about this.
Yes. They said that they could build it, but they can't. They decided they can't, and so they had to tear everything down. Mm-hmm. So before they asked anybody or said anything to anybody, they tore the whole thing down. And there was just a big hole there. Anyway, the Clark Construction, the makers of the ballroom, they're going to repair the Lafayette Park fountains that are in Washington, D.C. During Biden's administration, they looked into repairing them, and they got bids. Well, they got estimates on what it would do. They estimated to get them working the way they should be working and everything. It would be $3.3 million.
$3.3 million.
Now, there is such a thing as inflation. I understand that. I get that. I totally get that.
And they had that estimate, let's say 3 years ago.
Yeah, 2022. Actually, 4 years ago.
Okay, so they had it 4 years ago.
Yeah, 4 years ago.
So now it went from $3.3 million to
$17.4 million.
$17.4 million.
And don't worry about it. Clark Construction's on it because they got the contract. So they get to do it for $17.4 million with a no bid because we trust them. I mean, come on. They tore down the East Wing. Well, I don't know if they tore down the East Wing, I guess, but they're going to build a beautiful ballroom that you can see any recent Trump press conference or anything. He carries them around with him. He carries the pictures around with him, and you can see how beautiful and gorgeous these things are.
He is such a
yes, I know. How about the Iran war, sir? Look at my ballroom.
But my ballroom.
Yes, look at this. Look at this. Yes.
But my ballroom.
Yeah, the ballroom.
Look at that.
Look at that.
How beautiful is that?
Yeah.
There's nothing more beautiful than gold.
Now, see, I look at that, and all I can see is, man, I would be breaking my leg, because it just looks slippery to me. But that's the way ballrooms are made, though.
I don't know. I've never been to a ball.
And it does look like those pillars do go right in front of the windows, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, probably.
I thought pillars were like for outdoor. Well, maybe that's just me. I'm not classy, so I don't know about things like that.
Yeah, you see, you need to.
And it's a little too much gold for me, too.
Yeah. Right.
And that chandelier, I don't know.
So here's my thought. This is just
and you wonder where the bathrooms are at.
Yeah, well, exactly.
Anyway, but go.
Yeah, gold-plated toilets, isn't that?
Oh, I bet.
All right, but here's my argument. If I'm paying for this, as
Oh, they better have this open to the public.
Oh,
I mean,
absolutely.
if the taxpayer money is going to it, you better let me in that. Yeah.
I'm going to run it out for my grandkids' weddings.
Do you? Okay. Okay.
That's
Good. Good. That's a good idea. Yeah.
That's what I'm going to do.
Yes.
Don't mind the dog. I guess.
We're being attacked. The Secret Service are at the door. No. Okay. Hey, come here.
Oh, you're ruining the show.
Yeah, I know.
Anyways, so
our neighbor had the gall to come home. That's not allowed. In our neighborhood, you have to ask the dog for permission for that kind of thing.
And God forbid if there's a cat or a rabbit.
Oh God! And squirrels, you don't want to know. Yeah.
That's,
okay. So everything's fine now. The neighbor's in the house, and all is safe. With
I was touch and go there for a while.
It really
anyways,
was.
so this gaudy thing that so he coerced people into paying for this, and I don't even they didn't even release, and they had no intention of ever releasing the list of corporations that was going to pay for this.
Right.
But anyways, so. The day after the correspondence thing, so Lindsey Graham and a couple of other Trump, they call them allies, but I just call them suckups. Anyways, they decided, hey, the taxpayers need to pay for this.
Oh, I know. We need this. We need this right now, and we don't want to have to depend on those lowlifes like Amazon and Microsoft and people.
What I don't understand is that whatever this guy wants, these people can't give it to him fast enough.
Yeah.
Without, like
it
you
was
said,
Apple,
with these
Amazon,
guys,
Meta. Yeah, go.
no bids.
No bids.
No bids for anything.
No.
And that's fine.
Yeah.
We are just, honest to God, at times I think we're running this government like an amateur whorehouse, man. I'm telling you. Thanks to David Letterman for this one, by the way.
It's his favorite David Letterman lines.
That is my favorite line.
Yes.
But seriously, what kind of these people always say, oh, I just love Trump because he is such a great businessman. If you're a great businessman, you don't do no bids.
No, that's just not a thing.
You just don't. Especially on a project that's started out to be 300
Well, actually, it started out to be 200 million, and then it kind of ballooned
doubled.
up.
Well, it's the pillars.
Yeah, it's the pillars. Yeah, I think it probably is.
And somebody said, hey, do you want bathrooms in this? And he said, oh, yeah, well, that's going to cost you an extra
$1 million or so, yeah. Yeah.
So anyway, so that's that whole thing. But let's talk just a little bit about Jimmy.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
So Jimmy, and I'm not even going to repeat it because whatever, there's so much controversy about it. Jimmy Kimmel made a joke, and it was clearly about his age. All right? It was clearly about his age. And then apparently the next day, Melania sent out this thing. And I think we all know that Melania had nothing to do with this. All she wants to do is try her best to skate through the next 2.5 years and get the hell out of there. Yeah. And quite frankly, that's all we're doing too. We're skating until you guys get the hell out of there. But then Trump gets into the picture, and he goes after Jimmy again. And then he starts going after ABC. Right.
And wanted him to fire Jimmy. But his main thing seems to be he doesn't find him funny. So,
well, he has no sense of humor. So,
I know.
I mean, this is the same guy that he has zero sense of humor, unless it's some gross thing that he's talking about.
Yeah. Well, apparently the next day the president made a joke about Melania and his parents being married for 63 years and telling Melania, don't. Hate to break this to you, we're not going to make it for another 63 years. But which is
all of a sudden stood up and started dancing.
That might have been. You might have been sleeping during that time and dreaming that.
But he can make fun of his age, but Jimmy
Right,
can't. But this
right.
has nothing to do with his joke, okay?
No.
This has nothing to do with his joke. When he gets something in his head, and if he wants somebody gone, he will not stop until they are gone.
Well, he twisted things to fit his idea of how things would go. Oh, I can use that to get rid of Jimmy Kimmel. Oh, I can use that to get the ballroom made.
Yeah.
Yes, we'll do that. That's
He
brilliant.
screws things around to fit his narrative.
Yeah.
But this time around, ABC said, "Screw you."
Yeah.
All right. Then all of a sudden, the FCC chairman gets in, Brendan
Carr, is it? Or,
Yeah.
Okay.
He gets into the act, and then ABC's owned and operated stations. Now, they bear in mind, again, the FCC cannot do anything to
Like Disney or
to the networks.
network, yes.
All right, because the networks are not licensed.
Right.
All right, so they can't pull the license from ABC because they don't have a license. All they do is provide programming for licensed TV stations.
They do own some TV stations.
Correct.
And they can pull the license for those particular stations.
And they are playing hardball.
Yeah.
Yes, because Disney has quite a few O&Os, owned and operated.
Yeah.
So the FCC says, "Oh, tell you what we're going to do. Even though your license is not up for renewal, we're going to investigate and make them up for renewal."
Yes.
Because that's how they play this game.
Yep. Yeah.
That's how they play the game, because if I don't like a joke that's on your network, I'm going to make your life a living hell. Okay. And these guys are going to pay out the nose for this. I don't know. I don't know where it stops.
Yeah.
CBS said, "Oh, well, I'm just going to play with this." You know.
Yeah,
so
CBS is taking the pill or whatever. They're just going to go along and whatever you say, sir, that we'll go along with that. And their ratings are just, well, maybe not. I don't know. I was going to say throwing through the roof, but I don't think they are. I don't know. The news is not doing that well.
The news is not doing well.
No.
Gone are the days that they used to have numbers when Walter was on and Dan Rather was on.
60 Minutes was Sunday night must-see TV. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
But Trump had a fit with CBS, and so there goes Stephen Colbert.
Oh yeah.
And so what did they do? What did the network do? This is just unbelievable to me. Yeah. They sold his time.
Yeah.
To and I forget what his name is. Something Allen. Something. Anyways, he also has. I believe he tried to buy one of the networks a while ago, but they couldn't come.
Byron, Byron, Byron Allen.
And but he owns a production company. He owns most of the Judge shows now.
Oh, like right, Judge Judy and that.
Yeah. So not so much Judge Judy, but there was some other ones that were on. Okay. Their contracts expired on their previous production centers.
Okay.
And so he bought them out, turned the shows around, and started producing those again. But he always does things on the cheap side. All right. So here's an example. He owns a lot of TV stations. Mm-hmm. He also owns the Weather Channel.
That's right, yeah.
He also owns the Weather Channel. And I know because I know this for a fact because he owned at least one or two TV stations here in Michigan. A couple of years ago, he decided, hey, tell you what we're going to do. We are going to close down all of the weather. We're going to get rid of all of the meteorologists from all of our TV stations, and every station was going to use the Weather Channel. And my God, it didn't happen. All right, it didn't happen. He backed out of it because the outcry from this thing was just enormous. So he backed out of that. But there was a time, not too long ago, though, that he was trying to sell all of his stations.
Oh, and now he's back.
I don't know what he's doing now.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's doing. But anyways, this is the same guy that's buying time from CBS.
Right.
So he bought the time, so he gets to keep all of that money for advertising.
So he gets to sell whatever.
He gets to sell the advertising thing.
Okay.
So that's where we're at in this world.
Yeah.
That we're getting rid of Stephen Colbert. CBS sells that time to him, so he can rerun whatever. I don't know what kind of program they're going to have.
He's a businessman. I don't, he's doing what's best for him.
Absolutely.
And that's fine. That's fine. But are we really trading something that we like, or that a lot of people like, just something that not maybe so many people like, and I don't know.
But see, that's what happens. But that's what happens when these networks cave. And kudos to
instead
Disney.
of, it sounds like he's got like pre-recorded, it's not like current thing. So we're getting rid of current, a show that keeps up in current events with canned things.
Yes.
So we're not going to have, we're going to have, that's what TV is going to be from now on.
Oh, sure.
It's just going to be canned things, things that are not topical, that have nothing to do with current events.
Well, I think, and I'm not going to predict this, but I can see this happening. We are 2.5 years. We have to deal with him for 2.5 more years. Okay.
Yeah.
By the time he leaves, the networks will be just airing the latest episodes of I Love Lucy.
Oh yeah.
Because there's no
Father knows best. That's going to have to be out there. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Donna Reed.
And
Back to the days where the
Party
housewives
conventions.
stayed home and wore heels all day and dresses.
Exactly,
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so that's why people are going online.
Yeah.
That's why people are going
Right,
online.
because they can actually learn what's going on in the world and have a variety of things instead of just what one person's vision of what TV should
I'm not
be.
worried about Stephen Colbert. He'll be fine. He's probably got a couple $100 stashed away somewhere, so he should be fine.
Yeah.
But that's what happens, when Donald Trump gets pissed, and if he doesn't like something, he's going to make damn sure that you don't see it either.
Right.
That's where we're at in this world?
Yep. Yeah, apparently. And we'll have, we're going to have his face on passports and money and
not my passport.
And buildings in Washington, and so I have a feeling that it will be like, remember back in the olden days when everybody signed off at like 3:00 in the morning, and then they showed a picture of a flag waving.
Yeah.
We're going to have Donald looking at us back from it. Yeah, he'll have his face.
Could you imagine falling asleep and then waking up at 3:00 in the morning with his face looking right at you?
Yeah. Oh, and Kid Rock and Ted Nugent playing in the background. Yeah, that'd be lovely.
Yeah. Yes.
That'd be lovely. Yes.
Yeah. So that's where we're at
Yeah.
now. They're still battling it out as far as with that stupid ballroom. So who the hell knows what's going to happen about that?
Right. They haven't dropped any of the suits. 56% of the people are against the ballroom, so hopefully there are going to be even more people against it when they find out we get to pay for it.
But I don't think they care. I don't think they care.
I don't know. I don't think they definitely don't care what we think or what any of the people. Yeah.
They'll just bulldoze it through.
Yeah, that's true.
They don't care. They absolutely don't care.
Yeah. We can't afford to child care or any of that kind of stuff. And they're being very honest about that because we're fighting a war in Iran, and everybody has to tighten their belts and stuff. But but we need that ballroom. Yeah.
How's that $5 a gallon gas working out for you?
Yeah. Oh, it's only $4.99 here.
So yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
But anyways,
Okay.
That's our that was our take on
That's
that.
our
That was a
screed.
two-part. That was a two-part deal
Yeah.
because you know, the first with the dinner, and then the stuff that transpired afterwards. It's so
Yeah.
so. Who knows? Because Jimmy is still fighting it, ABC is still fighting it, and
And hopefully this time they learned a lesson from last time, that people aren't going to sit back and just let you do things like this.
yeah, I think they did.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for us. Have yourself a marvelous day, and we'll do this all over again very soon.
Thank you.
All right, let me stop.